pictures. And what we don't have a lot of doors in here, so we kind of made do with some really neat architectural panels that are doors, and that's making our door. But just to let you know, I did hang them even. The hardware is not even on them, so you can hang them differently and use them at home. But anyway, that's about the size of a door, and I tried to hang it up a little high so you could get the idea. What we've done is I'm doing more of a vintage, like vintage, heritage, family, that type of thing, creating traditions. This has kind of got, it's a lot of red and traditional Christmas colors, but a lot of sparkle with it too, and I'm all about the sparkle. But we're using 2 of these garlands, and what's great about a lot of our garlands, right, especially like this one, is it's got a lot of dimension. You've probably heard me talk about that if you went to any of our other classes, because you have a lot of greenery mixed in with some sparkle, mixed in with some bells, and so you have a lot of things going on. So it's not like you have to put up a piece of garland and add lights and add add sparkle and add balls, and you've got a lot of things happening already. So you just actually put up the garland.
So how much is
so
that one?
This one is $34.99, and I've used 2 of those on the door, around the door, and then to carry it into the piece on the door. I used some of those little bells in more red, but I also chose to use, instead of a wreath, one of these wall pockets that has the little berries on it. Gives you a little bit of red. These are $16.99, and that's what we're going to do our floral in. And then I used 3 of these stems. Again, you've got dimension in them with the different size pine cones, the different greenery. I put 3 of those in the basket. And then I see some of you are carrying some of these, so you've seen them in another class. And these are great little bells with the greenery. There are 3 of these, and they are $5.99 each. What I like about these is you put them in, you have some motion with them draping down, but they also are very lightweight, so you can kind of wrap them around and in and through your other stems. And then to top this one off, we put a battery-operated willow branch. And our willow branches, and I can just kind of tuck the battery pack back underneath.
Ruth, do you know how much those are, the willow branches?
Yes. The battery pack stem is $29.99 for the willow branch. And like I said, then we can kind of tuck these around, and you can pull some of those branches. It helps when you have it on so you can see where you want the lights to all end up. And then going on to the console table, this could be used in many different ways, but like I said, this is greeting you when you come home every night, and it's also a place where you make first impression for your guests. And for some people, this may be your focal point for your Christmas display. And so I've kind of done a little piece here that can serve as your tree if you wanted it to. And this is where I like to do a little bit of the heritage. I've got a red mercury glass vase, and then I've used 4 of the stems. These are cute. They have a little vintage star and the pine cones and berries and greenery. And then I've also put in a small and a large lit stem. The small one again is $29.99, and the larger one is $49.99. They're kind of nice because you again can bend them around and get them to get light in your floral. And like I said, we're going to make this more of a vintage, kind of a family tree thing. And I've used vintage photos, and with these I've just used twine and take a little bit of the twine on the back, and then you can hang them on the branches. You can do the same thing with current pictures, or even your Christmas cards. But I like the vintage look of using the old pictures, and it also creates, you know, topics of conversation for your guests too. And this is my dad
Oh.
when he was a baby. And I was telling my niece when she was about 3 years old that this was Grandpa. And she said, no, definitely not Grandpa. And I said, no, it really is Grandpa. And I guess she was ready to argue when she was 3 years old, because she's now in law school at But you can also do it with Christmas cards. And with the, you can do this with the pictures too, but I also use just a ornament hanger, because that lets you bend kind of around the stem. I'm going to do some on the wreath, but it makes them, it should make them cook easier. Well, it did until I pulled it out of the sink. It worked good for the other two ones. Okay, and this one's got the twine on it too. Again, the twine is nice because it gives you that vintage look. And you can use all kinds of different Christmas cards and put around there. That wreath, I don't know if you can tell it from there. Sometimes you can from a distance better see the star shape of the wreath. We have 2 sizes of those. The bigger one is $39.99 and the smaller one is $19.99. This would be great also to do like 3 hanging on a door would be great for that too. But gives you kind of a fun and different look. And then I've done mercury glass candlesticks on the other side. I'm going to end up with shiny stuff in my hair, but that's okay. Again, using the aqua lights. Actually, these lights, aqua lights, are $13.99. They're also battery operated. This works better if you turn them on. Another thing you can do with these is they twinkle. And it does have a timer where you can have it set to be on for 5 hours and then go off. But
Can those go outside, Ruth?
pardon?
Can those go outside, that kind of light?
They probably could because they can go in water.
Okay.
Now, a lot of this stuff, I would put it outside, but it's not really
Yeah.
made to go outside.
Covered
What's going to
porch.
happen, right, is it's going to get brittle, and you know, with the weather and the cold, and then when it warms up during the day and everything. But it's really made for interior. But you can use it outside if you're not disappointed that it may not make it through more than 1 or 2 seasons.
Now, I use our greenery, which is really nice, on my front door, but I have a covered porch.
Yeah.
And I use it season after
Yeah, if
season.
you're
It still
covered,
looks great.
You're better off too. And with this one, I just put the box underneath the ball. But what I would recommend is then you could either put a bow around it and have a bow tied to hide the box, or like a candle, small candle ring that you could set underneath that, or just some greenery, but just to give you some dimension and hide that box. Then we've added some other special things on the table. We've got some more greenery. These are $6.99 also. And I've got some smaller ones that are $5.99. Just nice little stems. They can give you some color around your display. And used a little cardinal candle holder, which I really like this one because it's got the log that's actually done with a little glitter and a little more sparkle in it. I like using a mirror in that entryway too, because that doubles the effect of the lights that you've used around. And adding on with the cardinals, I've got a couple of them. I guess I just have one little guy here, but these are the cutest little things. They're little cardinals, and they have clips on the bottom of them. They're $3.99, and you can clip them on your greenery. You can clip them. I've got a little guy here, or you can clip them pretty much anywhere. They'd also make really good little gift things to put in your gift tags too. But they're really cute. Kind of carry that red theme. And like I said, for some of you, this may be your area that you're decorating for. So it's console table also makes a nice little area that you can hang stockings from. And we've got some really beautiful stockings. Those are $14.99. And there's a couple different styles back there that they're just really pretty.
Oh, that's pretty.
And what also is nice, if you don't have all the greenery up here, and you want to do something and you're going to have the stockings hanging, you can also put greenery in the stockings coming out, which would be really nice. And I think that's about it. Does anybody have any questions?
Do we have more of those little cardinals that clip on?
The cardinal clip-ons are in, yes.
And where are they
There's
lo-
a few
where are they
here, but there's
located?
baskets. Like last year, we had things on both the front and the back door, the front and the back door,
So
whichever
they're-
way you look at it. Now we have everything pretty much on this doorway, and there's lots of baskets around that have all the stems and greenery, but we've kind of been using them in all the different areas, so kind of, most of my left over there just because everybody else was using them too. But